When I first started recording YouTube ads for real estate agents, it took hundreds of hours to script, record, and edit high quality ads. But with the rapid development of AI, I found a new system that compresses the time it takes by 10x. And in this video, I'm going to show you my exact system and even the exact prompts that I use to create six-figure YouTube ads for real estate agents. So essentially in this video, we're going to go over how to use AI, how to implement the YouTube ad system with AI, going over scripting, recording, and editing, some ad examples, and then the future of real estate advertising. So the fundamental thing to understand here is that the goal of AI is not to completely replace human input, research, and manual work, or at least not right now in the current moment, but the way that you want to think about it is using AI to speed up and enhance your ads and marketing and not replacing human touch. So remember, it's important to understand that this is not the do-all, save-all, but rather an aid to assist you in achieving your goals and streamlining your process. And so for the first aspect of the YouTube ad system, we have the scripting itself. So for scripting, the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out who your ideal customer profile is. In order for your ads to resonate, you need to identify who you're actually targeting exactly and who you're speaking to. So find out their pain points. So what are their biggest frustrations and challenges? Their dreams. What are their dreams and desires? Their objections. What hesitations and or barriers hold them back? And then their language. So what terms, phrases, or slang are they using? So just for a quick AI prompt, you can plug this into an AI tool like Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT. You're a real estate marketing strategist. Create a detailed profile of my target audience for your product or service within that area. Include demographics, pain points, and buying motivations. And then once you have that information, you're then going to essentially have the lead magnets and offer that you're going to be providing for them. And essentially from here, you're going to use a scripting prompt to actually create the script. So you can do something like, I'm a residential real estate agent in area who works with residential home buyers and sellers. We offer, your offer, custom home evaluation, custom home search, and are running ads on YouTube. Write me 5 YouTube ad scripts, each less than 3 minutes in length, that talk about our ideal client's pain points, desires, and address their objections as given to you in the ideal customer profile file I've uploaded. Refine and edit. You can take a screenshot of this, use it for yourself. Basically, you want to add variations into your scripts. And the reason for this is to make sure you're touching on all the current pain points and make sure you're testing different strategies to see what's resonating, what hooks are resonating, what bodies are resonating, and etc. So the next aspect is recording the ads themselves. So the first part of this is understanding on-camera delivery. So when you're speaking on camera, you want to use gestures, kind of like I'm doing right now. Top TED speakers use almost double the gestures compared to low-rated speakers. This is, check out any TED Talk. You'll see hand movement going on. You'll see walking on stage, direct eye contact, all that kind of stuff. But important fact to address here is that hand movements boost engagement and help convey energy or emotion. The next thing is voice and energy management. So it's important to understand voice confrontation. This is extremely important. So hear me out here. We hear ourselves through air and bone conduction, and bone conduction adds deeper frequencies and resonance when we're hearing ourselves. So recordings only capture air conducted sound, and this is going to make us sound a little bit different than what we perceive. So because of this causes people to naturally underdeliver their performance when speaking out, recording on video by 50%. So in order to actually optimize the energy you're giving on video, you can, reverse engineer that by giving 50% more energy than what feels naturally comfortable. And then actively think about adding more energy before each recording and avoid dropping phrases at the end of sentences. So what that would look like is, hey guys, my name's Liam. Today we're going to go over how to actually create winning YouTube ads for realtors going into 2025. Now that might be a little bit exaggerated, but you'd be surprised. A lot of people, they'll start talking and then they'll start running off and they'll start trailing in the ends of their sentences like that. And that is going to be a huge reason that people click off your ad. They want to make sure that every sentence, every word, line by line you're saying is full of energy. And so that it also makes you seem more articulate as well. It confirms that you're the person that is being able to provide information that is actually accurate, and it gives off that perception. So like I said before, if you record line by line instead of using a teleprompter and recording all these paragraphs, this is also going to ensure that you maintain that energy throughout the entirety of your recording. Chop it up, do what you need to do, make sure you maintain that energy. You can even take a break, go get something to eat when your energy levels are dropping. Food, big source of help. So definitely do that. The next aspect is the lighting. So natural lighting is one of the easiest ways that you can achieve a good quality lighting setup for your recording. So what I recommend is capturing your shots during golden hours, either sunrise or sunset, and you can benefit from the gentle and warm lighting that it emits. You're going to want to face towards the light source to achieve a pleasing glow on your face. You don't want the shadow, you know what I mean? You want to employ diffusers or reflectors to soften and manage the intense sunlight coming in. And you're just going to want to make sure you stay alert. Check your weather app to make sure that any weather shifts that are occurring in your area are taken care of, and plan your shoots in advance based on those weather conditions. So for softbox lighting, this is a bit of a more advanced method. You're going to want to strategically place lighting, if you have these options, to achieve even illumination on the subject. So with natural lighting, the sun will do that for you. If you're in an enclosed environment with minimal windows, you're going to want to make sure that you use multiple lights in order to achieve this. So there is your primary light, there's a secondary light, and then you're going to want to make sure all of them are in alignment with each other to make sure that each angle of your face is hit with a proportionate amount of light to make it look even, so you don't have, complete darkness on the left side of your face. We're not making a movie here. We're making an ad. You want to make it inviting, entertaining, and unless you're, of course, trying to make an ad that comes across as dark, which with real estate agents, I'm sure you guys probably aren't going to want to do something like that. So for simplicity's sake, just make sure you evenly distribute light across your face. You're going to want to adjust the brightness according to your preference and fine-tune the color temperature to achieve the desired aesthetic for whatever is most comfortable for you. And now, next up, we have the audio of recording. This is by far, honestly, even more important than the actual recording itself. The quality of your audio can make or break your ads regardless of how good your camera shot looks. And in fact, a quick statistic here is that audio accounts for 70% of the overall perceived quality of how your ad looks. So viewers are more likely to tolerate a low resolution video with clear, crisp audio than a high definition video with poor sound quality. Get your audio right. Next, we're into the editing portion once you've finished recording. And like we stated before, here's a prompt that you can use in order to actually give you some inspiration in order to edit your videos in a way that if you're running out of any sort of inspiration. So just throw this into one of the engines that I talked about before, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. Based on that script that we just provided before, that current AI script, provide 10 editing suggestions to enhance the video ad and make it more engaging, educational, and entertaining. Make sure you specify the exact parts and give specific, actionable examples of video editing suggestions that can easily be seen and implemented. And this will give you all the editing tips that you need. From there, you will be all set to go. And so now, just for an example of one of my ads, let's break down my client Bill here, who ran a custom home evaluation ad. It's basically for his clients. He was running a seller campaign, and we're going to break down the video and how he used all of these tips with me in order to create a successful ad. So if you're thinking, let's just break this down real quick. So the first thing you're going to want to notice is the hook right here.
If you're thinking about selling a house anywhere in and around the Greenville area, this message is specifically for you. In today's market, it's hard.
So you see that if you're a Greenville homeowner or if you're anywhere in or around the Greenville area, this message is specifically for you, calling them out. Now he's going to get into the pain points and hit his ideal customer profile by targeting all of their pain points. As you can see here as well, we have natural lighting, even light distributed throughout his face, minimalistic background, and there's not a lot of shadows going on. This is what you want to see.
Hard to know how much money you should be getting for your home after prices and interest rates have moved around. So people can trick you into selling for too little. The way most people are preparing their home for sale is the problem. There's no systematic approach, which leads to wasted time on unnecessary showings, wasted time doing work that doesn't need to be done, and strong feelings of discomfort and uncertainty in the selling process.
So as you can see here, he just went and addressed all of the pains, all of the fear. He introduced and induced fear, and then now he's going to introduce the solution.
The news is that there's a better way to do this that most people don't know about, and it's actually pretty simple. Click the blue button on your screen, go through to the next page, and you'll find out how much you can realistically get for your home in today's real estate market. Knowing your home's worth makes selling in 2025 straightforward, removing the anxiety of it not selling. Especially when buying first, it simplifies your financial planning, eliminating wasted energy on affordability concerns or the fear of a prolonged sale. Now, another good thing is that you don't have to make any commitments to work with a real estate agent or to buy real estate to do this. No obligations, no strings attached. You'll be able to get your home's value fast, and when you feel ready to take action, you can take the lead. At the end of the day, when you sell your home is your decision, not anyone else's. So click the blue button on your screen now, sign up, and find out how much money you can get for your home in today's market.
So he offered the solution, he introduced the call to action to actually take that next step, and now the lead is motivated, ready to solve their issue, and they want to find out how much their home is worth, and they want to get their home's value fast and work with someone who knows what they're talking about. So if you're looking for my help in order to implement this for yourself in your own real estate business, click the link in the description below. That's all I got for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.